Good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Welcome to our evening yoga class. This will be a 30-minute session. So we'll go through some poses and we'll peek out 10-15 minutes and then we'll start our cool down process. Like always, if you have any blocks or pillows or anything in hand, keep them next to you. You might use them, you might not. Just it's nice to have them around. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. So Lindsay, if you would open up your knees, bring your heels together, toes together, and then sink your hips down on your heels. Take your arms out to the front. Maybe open up the hands a little bit wider than you normally do. Open up the shoulders a little bit. And begin to soften the body in this posture. Begin to soften the hips and the thighs. And soften the shoulders, the elbows, the palms and the fingertips. Just loosen up. Scan your body real quick. If there's any tense spots, any tight spots, any grip you have, let it go, soften up, and let yourself way down to the mat. Take a couple of breaths here. Settle in. Let this be comfortable. Let this be settling and soothing. Soften the body and soften the breath at the same time. Try to soften the mind. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Stay here for a couple of breaths. We'll be here for a couple of seconds. Couple more breaths here. On the next inhale, make your way up to your hands and knees. Slide the torso up. Tuck your feet underneath you. Lift up the knees and come into your down dog. Lift up, take your hips all the way to the sky. Walk your heels in place here. Shift around, adjust, get loose, get comfortable, and loosen up. Once you've found the place where you want to be, you found your down dog, let's establish it. Open up the hands, shoulder width apart. Open up the feet, hip width apart. Draw your core inside the body. At the same time, you're pressing the mat down and away from you with the hands, lengthening the spine. Lift up the hips a little bit higher. One more breath here. On the exhale, soften the knees, walk to the front to a forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Take your hands up and high. Exhale, hands to heart. On the next breath, release the hands and take them above the head. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up and high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway, lengthen the spine. Shoulders back, gaze down. Exhale, fold. Place your hands on the mat, take your feet back towards a plank position. From plank, lean forward, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep your elbows in, up dog or cobra. Either come down to the mat or only the tops of the feet on the mat. And then lift up to your down dog. Tuck the feet, take your hips all the way up. Open up your feet, 3 breaths in down dog. Take a deep breath in and then deep breath out. Lift up the hips, press the mat down and away, spread the fingertips, toes pointing forward, feet hip width apart. Draw the core inside the body. One more breath here. On the exhale, soften the knees, come to the front, come into your forward fold. Keep that momentum. Inhale halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do this one more time. Release the hands to bring them back up again with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Find your forward fold. Inhale halfway, shoulders back, gaze down, back flat. Exhale, fold down. Place the hands on the mat, come back towards your plank position. From your plank, lean forward, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana, up dog or cobra. Keep the elbows tight to the body. And then lift up, roll over the feet, take your hips all the way up, find your down dog. 5 long breaths in down dog. Open up the hands, open up the feet, toes pointing forward. Draw your core inside the body at the same time, lifting the hips up and pressing the mat away. Keep the toes pointing forward. Try to press your heels into the mat. You don't have to be touching, just get that motion to press the heels in. One more breath here. Soften the knees, come to the front, forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Samastiti, pause, notice, and feel. And then release the hands off to the side. Using your own breath, inhale, come up. Reach up with the hands. Exhale, fold forward. This time, bend the knees, take the right foot back to a high lunge. Forward foot, right heel all the way up. Set yourself up, get your balance, get your control. On the next breath, rise. Take the torso up, reach up with the hands. Front knee above the ankle, back leg is fully elongated. Back heel all the way up. Left hip back, right hip a little bit forward. Reach up and high with the hands. Open up the shoulders a little bit wider. One more breath here. On the exhale, come down, frame the front foot. Take the front foot to the back. Find your plank. Pause and plank for 1 second. Draw the core inside the body. One more breath here. Lift the hips up, come into your down dog. Soften the knees, walk to the front, forward fold. Stay in forward fold, walk your heels in place. Soften the hips, soften the thighs. Bend the knees, take the left foot back, left ball of the foot, left heel all the way up. Right knee above the right ankle. Find that connection to the ground. Feel your balance. When you're ready, press with the right foot and rise. Torso up, reach up with the hands. Find your posture. Back leg is elongated. Right hip a little bit forward, left hip back. Left hip forward, right hip back. Front knee above the ankle, legs strong, core inside, reach up and high, open the hands a little bit wider. One more breath. Exhale, fold forward. Take the front foot to the back. Drop your knees. Let's take a child's pose here. Come down and reset. Either close your knees, close your heels, or open up the knees and bring the heels together, whichever feels more comfortable for you here. Now in this posture, let everything go. Release. Surrender the body, the neck, the shoulders, the hips, and the thighs. No control over the body. The only thing available here is your breath. One more breath here. On the next inhale, bring the hands to the front, frame the body. Come up to your hands and knees. Tuck the heels, the feet down. Lift up the knees, come into your down dog. One breath in down dog. On the exhale, walk the hands to the front, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. This time, bend the knees, swing your hands off to the side, come into Utkatasana, chair. Lift up, hands straight up, back is somewhat flat. Tuck the pelvis in to keep that straight line in the back. Lift the crown up. Take a quick gaze at the toes. Can you spot your toes over your knees? Yes. If not, adjust a little bit. One more breath here. Exhale, hands to heart. Bend down a little bit more. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Find that connection with the elbow and the knee. And then twist from that connection. Once you have your connection, see if you can align your elbows. Left elbow on top of the right elbow. If this is good, this is available to you, try opening up your hands. Bring the right hand to the mat. At the same time, take the left hand to the sky. Keep the breathing, keep the crown elongated. One more breath here. Exhale, hands together, face forward and rise. Pause for a second, notice and feel. And release the hands off to the side. On the next breath, inhale, take the hands up. Bend the knees, sink down, Utkatasana. Chair pose, fire generating pose, heat generating pose. Keep the breathing, sink the hips a little bit, neutralize the pelvis, draw the core in, open up the shoulders a little bit wide. Bring the palms together, sink down, left elbow outside to the right knee. Find that connection first. Connect to your body before you twist, before you engage. Once you have that engagement, that twist, try to align your elbows. Right elbow a little bit higher. Keep that in line. Keep the crown elongated. One more breath here. Maybe open up the hands. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Exhale, palms together, reach forward and rise. Samastiti, pause, notice, and feel. Take a second here, recoup, recompose yourself, and come back to the now. And release the hands off to the side. On the next breath, inhale, take the hands up. Reach up and high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Shoulders back, gaze down, neutral. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plank. Place the hands on the mat, take the feet back to your plank position. Exhale, lean forward, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana, up dog or cobra. And lift up to your down dog. Roll the feet, take the hips up. One breath in, down dog. Deep breath in. On the next inhale, take the right leg all the way up. Bend the knee and stack the hip. Open up. Distribute the weight evenly over the shoulder. Point the knee to the sky. One more breath here. On the exhale, swing the foot underneath you. Place the right foot in between the hands. Drop the back heel, warrior two. Inhale, rise. Right hand stays forward as left hand windmills to the back. Once you get into this posture now, you can adjust yourself. Back foot's parallel to the mat, toes pointing away. Front knee above the front ankle. Core is active and engaged. Hips are in line. Back leg is strong and elongated. Your connection to the ground is strong from the toes all the way up to the hips. Reach forward with the right hand, reach back with the left hand. The gaze goes towards the right hand, front hand. Soften the shoulders. One more breath here. On the exhale, turn the palm up, lean forward and open up. Exalted warrior. Reach up and high. Back hand slides down the back leg. Front hand goes up and back. Option here is to bend the front hand, take the palm behind the back, reach the elbow to the sky. Keep the breathing. One more breath. Exhale, come down, frame the front foot, lift up the back heel, square the hips, drop the knee to the mat. Find low lunge. Adjust this position. You can slide the back knee back as much as you want. Find that location. Front knee remains above the front ankle. Come up to the front knee, neutralize the spine, crown up, back is straight, somewhat straight. Left hip a little bit forward, right hip a little bit back, hips in line. One more breath here. Frame the front foot, tuck the back foot, lift up the back knee, take the right knee to the right hand, come into your pigeon pose. Slide the right foot over to the left hand, lower the back knee down to the mat, and then adjust your position, adjust your posture here. If you need to slide the back knee back a little bit, take the front foot out a little bit, find a place where you feel really good in this, where you open up the hips and open up the groin. Lindsay here has her fingertips up. Raise the fingertips all the way up, come into your fingertips. This allows you to lengthen from the crown. Try to get somewhat of a back bend in your lower back into the upper back. Keep the breathing. On the next exhale, come down to the elbows. Exhale your way down, place the elbows on the mat, and then soften the body. While you're sitting here in this posture, scan your body mentally and make sure you soften every part. If you feel something tense, something not supposed to be there, loosen up, adjust. Make those micro adjustments to make this posture feel really good for you. And we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. This is a nice hip and groin opener. Keep the breathing. And keep your front foot dorsiflexed. Keep the toes pointing up. Lindsay has her foot dorsiflexed. Couple more breaths here. On the next inhale, come back up to your palms if you're on your elbows. Tuck the back foot in, lift up the back knee, take the right foot all the way back and up into a three-legged dog. Reach up and high with the foot, and then place it back down onto the mat, down dog. Walk your heels in place here, loosen up and soften the hips and soften the thighs. On the next inhale, take the left leg all the way up, bend the knees, stack the hips. Open up, left side. Reach it up the knee to the sky. Notice the adjustment on the shoulders, the weight distribution. Realign yourself so you're supporting your entire body. Lift up the knee a little bit higher. One more breath here. Exhale, swing the knee underneath you. Place the left foot in between the hands. Same time, drop the back heel, warrior two. Inhale, come up. Back toes pointing away from the body. Back leg is strong, fully elongated. Front knee above the front ankle. Nice alignment. Hips are in line. Core is engaged and active. Press the back pinky into the mat to feel that connection from the ground up. Press the front big toe into the mat to establish that connection. Soften the shoulders, reach back with the right hand, reach forward with the left hand. Lift up the crown, set the gaze forward. Nice posture. Deep breath in. On the exhale, turn the palm up, lean a little bit forward and open up. Come up, exalted. Open. Back hand slides down the back leg, front hand reaches up and back, opening up from the ribs into the shoulders. Keep the breathing. Option is to bend the top hand behind the back, behind the head, and take the front elbow all the way up to the sky, giving you a nice back bend in this posture. One more breath here. On the exhale, come down, frame the front foot, lift up the back heel as you drop the back knee into a low lunge. Readjust yourself here, find the position that works for you, slide the back leg, the front foot goes up and down, wherever it is, but keep the front knee above that ankle, keep that elongation, that straight line. Right hip forward, left hip back, hands on the knee, lengthening from the core, the crown, spine is lengthened. One more breath here. On the next exhale, come down, frame the front foot, take the left knee to the left hand, left foot to the right hand. Slide the back knee back as you slide yourself into your pigeon. Once you place the left thigh on the mat, you can start adjusting your body here. Open up the foot, bring the knee out, bring the left foot out. Make some adjustments here to make this really comfortable for you. Come onto your fingertips at first, lengthening from the crown. Nice back bend from the lower back into the middle and the upper back. Right hip a little bit forward as you bring the left hip a little bit back. Micro alignment, micro adjustment goes a long way in these postures. One more breath here, deep breath in. And then exhale your way down to your elbows. Come down. And here is where you begin to soften the body. Loosen up all the tense spots, any grip you have. Start from the toes, the back toes, into the heels, the knee. Soften the whole leg. Soften the hips, the thighs, the butt cheeks, the knees, the ankles. Even the belly softens, it drops down to the mat. The shoulders soften, the elbows and the palms, and rest the forehead on the mat, if it's available to you. And then take a couple of moments, couple of seconds here for yourself. Take a couple of breaths, relax, and enjoy this moment. Couple more breaths here. One more breath. On the next inhale, plant your hands onto the mat. Tuck the back feet down as you lift up the back knee. Take the front leg all the way back and up. Reach up and high with the leg. Extend. Come onto the tippy toes. And then bring the left foot back down to the mat. Find your down dog. Walk your heels in place. Loosen up. Find some adjustments. Let's reset the spine here. Let's stay here for 3 minutes. Press the mat down and away. Lengthen from the spine. Notice how she's lengthening the spine as she's pressing the mat away from her. Lift up the hips a little bit. Toes pointing forward. Draw the core inside the body. Let's lift up the heels here as high as you can. Come up high. Good. One more breath here. Exhale, soften the knees, walk to the front, find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up and high. And exhale, hands to heart, samastiti, pause, notice, and feel. And then release the hands off to the side. And as if you would face the camera, please, we're going to get into our Utkasana tree pose. Lengthen the left leg. Bend the right knee and sink into your left side of the body. Find that balance on the left side. Lift up the right heel, bring the right heel to the left ankle. Pause here for a second. Find your connection to the ground. Once you're balanced, once you're connected, then you can start bringing your hands together, close to the heart, palms together. Pause. Find the location on the ground, on the wall, wherever you can, so you can focus on, so you can bring your attention to that spot. Once you still feel balanced and connected, start sliding the foot up maybe to your calf. See how you feel there. This still feels good. Come up all the way to the thigh. Avoid the knee. Try not to press into the knee. Keep the knee pointing out. Try to keep your hips in line. Find that connection. Find that focal point, that dishti. Front leg, left leg long, elongated and strong. You can have a micro bend in the knee if it's available to you. Maybe reach up with the hands. Grow some branches. Grow. Open up. Maybe a small back bend here. Look up, come into a small back bend. And when you're done from this, be done. Release the foot, bring the hands together, and then come out of it the same way you came in, with balance and control. Shake it off, and let's do the other side. Sink into the right side, your right leg. Your right leg is strong. Never hyperlocking the knee, always keeping a micro bend and controlling that knee. Bend the left knee, take the left heel to the right ankle and pause. Left knee pointing out, hips are in line. Right toes pointing forward. Bring the palms together close to the heart and find that focal point, that concentration point, that dishti, and concentrate. And then get your balance here, get that control. Once you feel stable, once you feel balanced and safe, start lifting the foot up to the calf. See how this feels on this side. This side might feel very different than the other side. Play around. Learn to listen to the body and to the balance. Once this feels good, maybe come up all the way to the thigh. Never pressing into the knee, the thigh. Keep the knee pointing up, hips are in line, hands together, lift up from the crown, nice straight line, nice straight posture. If you still feel balanced and still feel connected, try opening up the hands, reach the hands up and high. Maybe opening up the hands a little bit shoulder width apart, or a little bit wider than that. If it's available to you on this side also, come into a back bend, look up, lean back just slightly. And then when you're done, be done, come out of it. Bring your hands together, bring the feet back down to the mat, and shake it off. You're done. What's done is done. Let it go. Inhale, take the hands all the way to the sky. Bend the knees, sink down, Utkatasana. Hips come all the way down. Keep the breath. Exhale, fold forward. Place the hands on the mat, bend the knees as you make your way down to a tippy toe squat. Come all the way down. Lift up the heels and then sink the hips down. Keep your knees pointing forward. Let's try to find a place where we can balance here. Place the hands on the knees if it's available to you. Keep the crown elongated. Lengthen, straight line from the top of the neck all the way down to the lower back. If this is available to you, still feel balanced, try opening up the knees a little bit. Spreading, keeping that lengthening from the spine and the lower back. Bring your heels together and then try to find a place where you can balance. Try closing your eyes here for a couple of seconds in this posture. See how it feels. Lose that visual control. And then place the hands on the mat. Sink the hips and sink the heels. Come into a forward fold. Keep the knees up if it's available to you and walk the hands forward. Let the head go and soften the body. One more breath here. On the next inhale, walk your hands back towards your feet as you press your tush down to the mat, reaching forward with the feet. So if you can face forward the other way, Lindsay, that'll be good. Bring your heels together, toes together. Try flexing your toes, flexing and pointing for a second. Just release that pressure off the toes and the ball of the feet. Inhale, take the hands up to the sky, Dandasana, staff pose. Exhale, roll the back, fold forward passively, not pushing or pulling, passively. This is a passive forward fold. Your head and your upper body are plenty heavy enough to give you that stretch, that pull down. You can scan your body here, make sure everything's comfortable and relaxed. If you have any spots that are tight, loosen up, lengthen, let it go. Another option here is to bend the knees, lift the knees up a little bit. Just loosens up this pressure off the hips and the lower back. One more breath here. On the inhale, come back up. Bend the right knee, take the right foot on the inside of the left leg. Lower the right knee to the mat. Open up the left leg just a little bit off to the left side. Turn your body so you can frame yourself towards that left leg. And then inhale, grow, reach up and high. Exhale, fold forward, Janu Shirshasana, left side. Soften the body, loosen up, and come all the way down. Another option here is to bend the knee, lift the knee a little bit higher, take some pressure off the lower back and the hips. Try not to pull or push yourself down here. Just soften the body and come down. Let the body find its location and then find your breath in that location. One more breath here. On the next inhale, walk your hands back towards your body and come up. Take your right foot out as you bring the left foot in. Left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Open up the right leg a little bit off to the right side so you can turn around and frame your body towards that right leg. Inhale, lengthen, grow. Exhale, fold down on the right side. Janu Shirshasana, right side. Same thing here. Try to keep your body softened, not trying to pull or push yourself down. So create around the back here once you're softening the body. We're not pushing or pulling anything down. Let the head go, let it find its location. Maybe bring the chin to the chest. And then scan the body real quick, make sure everything is loose and everything is soft. On the next breath, inhale, come up. Take the left leg all the way out and shake them off. Get some release and comfort in the feet. Walk your hands to the back, find your way on your back, come onto your back. Nothing to do here for a second. Loosen up, soften up, let everything go. Release everything from the body. Bend the knees, come in for a hug. Wrap your hands around your knees, your shin, wherever you can. Squeeze really tight, come into it really good. And then bring the feet back down on the mat. Open up your feet about mat width apart as you windshield wiper the knees left and right. Find some release here in the hips and the thighs, even the knees and the ankles. Come in for one more hug. Bend the knees, sink them down, reach around, wrap the knees. Squeeze really tight this time. Lift up the forehead or nose to come into the knees. Squeeze as much as you can. And then open up for your happy baby. Clasp the insides of the arch of the feet as you take the toes out, pressing the knees into the mat. Keep the back of the head on the mat. If you can, keep the upper body on the mat as well. Try not to roll around your upper body up or upper back. Shift side to side, wobble left and right, find some release, find some movements here in preparation for our final posture, our Shavasana. When you're done with this, feet done. Release the feet. Take the feet off to the mat. All the way out, extend your feet out, let the toes flop off to the side. Release the hands off to the side, turn the palms to the sky if it's available, and then begin to soften the body. Start with the forehead, scan your body as you make your way down to your toes. Stop at every location you feel sensation. Make sure it's soft, and make sure the breath is soft, flowing in and out. Soften the body at the same time we're softening the breath, and we're softening the mind. And allow yourself to experience and enjoy the place you call here and now.